What's up, y'all? What's going on? So, I just wanted to. I've been collecting videos for like a decade now, and one thing I have noticed is that as I study the videos and I actually listen to Dr. King, Mr. Malcolm X, and various other leaders speak, their idea of civil rights don't align with the missions of civil rights today. Let's start with abortion. In the 60s, those black civil rights, they didn't want abortion. That wasn't something that black civil rights of the 60s pushed for. You don't believe me? Listen to the elders yourself.
All of a sudden, we were given this free thing from the Society of America, abortion. 78% of your free abortion clinics were placed in black and urban areas for the purpose of something free of charge from a racist society. To put it in words of one pro-abortionist, we don't need so many Negroes anymore. There's no more cotton to pick. These feelings about black people, this was one way of doing it as a social benefit, if you will. We're here to help you. Black women, and let it be stated, black women never demonstrated, demanded, or even requested the right to an abortion. We've been asking for the right to decent housing, the right to education, in fact, the right to health care. And all we've been given, free of charge, is the right to kill our unborn child.
Now, she said something that I think is very important. In the 1960s, the black community did not associate healthcare with abortion. But when feminism was repackaged and rebranded and given to the next generation of women, they made it a point to psychologically change the definition of healthcare to include abortion. That way, if a woman doesn't have access to abortion, then it's equivalent to a woman not having access to health care. But here is the proof that your black ancestors did not see abortion as a right, and they never wanted it because they saw what the mission of it was for. It's not my opinion. This is coming from the ancestors.
We are still struggling for equally.
The Negro, namely the race problem, integration, civil rights issue, are all nothing but tools used by the whites who call themselves liberals against another group of whites who call themselves conservatives. Liberals from both parties cross party lines to work together toward the same goal.
And come here and pool their little nickels and dimes and set up little stores, develop these stores into larger stores, develop this into an industry which creates job opportunities for whites. And today the black man, according to the government economist, has spending power of $20 billion per year. We feel that with the black man spending $20 billion a year, not setting up any businesses, not creating any industry, not creating any job opportunities for his own kind, he's not in a moral position to point the finger today at the white man and tell the white man that he's discriminating against him for not giving him a job in factories that he himself set up.
Now, I mean, a lot of people maybe didn't know that, but this kind of sounds like Malcolm X does not support affirmative action. Why would Malcolm X support white men being forced to hire black people in their company when he just said we have the money to create our own businesses and don't? He also said that the black man is in no position to point the finger at the white man because the black man could have created his own business. That's what my ancestors said. My ancestor didn't say, because black people were 19% of the population, that white people should be forced to hire to make their 19% of their workforce black. That's not what Malcolm X just said. He said the opposite of that.
I think there's a real danger of the Republican Party becoming the white man's party in this country.
I think this is a real danger, and I've talked with some Negro Republicans who are very concerned about this. I see trends and developments which will reveal that unless the liberals of the Republican Party take play a much more decisive role in leadership positions, this will become a white man's party.
So, here are three facts. In the 1960s, the black community were against abortion. In the 1960s, Malcolm X wasn't for affirmative action because he said that the Negro had enough spending power to create his own industry and create his own jobs. And Martin Luther King just showed you that he was a Republican, and his greatest fear was the Republican becoming a white man's party. Three things that most black activists have no idea about, or again, so most of these people that are activists have no clue. Their talking points have been given to them by compromised intellectuals.